What's up, guys? Welcome to the Hunter Call the Wild. We're going to call this the 2023 series. I'm going to create a new playlist for 2023. If you want to see the old stuff, there's a whole playlist for that. But this is going to be a new playlist. We're going to do things a little bit differently this go around. So we are going to start a new game. We're starting from fresh again. Right. We'll pick our guy. It really doesn't matter who we pick. And for this playthrough, we're going to start on Revontuli coast. And the reason being is because I want to highlight the story missions. And let's face it, Revontuli coast, the story mission sucks. The whole thing sucks. And as far as I know, unless they updated it, there are no side quests or side missions to do. So I figured, let's just go ahead and knock this map out. The other reason is it goes up to tier 8 or class 8 on animals. So we will not be hunting the brown bear or the moose. But if something else should pop up, then we'll take some shots. But anyways, let's get started.
Hello. I'm very happy to see you, my friend. How are you? Tired from the trip? Don't worry. We have all the time in the world to enjoy the sights and sounds. You have chosen a perfect place for a vacation. I will show you a side of Finland that not many people know about. We might not know each other yet, but I think we will become great friends during your time here. You were dropped off at the main camping site. This place is usually full of tourists and campers, but it's hunting season now, so we should have the reserve to ourselves. Go ahead and open the outpost. I have prepared a cabin for you. You can leave your luggage and rest before we head out.
Right, so there's a few things I want to take care of first. The main reason why we're starting on Revontuli coast, like I said, is the mission just sucks. We'll be able to get through the story mission really quickly. And would you look at that? There's a freaking moose right there. Another one. And the other reason why is because the main goal at first, for the first couple of reserves that we go to, it's to gain experience and money. The experience we're going to need for skills and perks, the money we're going to need for equipment.
Surprise! I baked you a little welcome pastry. Go ahead and try one. Do you like it? They're called runeberry torttu.
If you want to read that, go ahead, press pause now, and we'll continue. Right, so if you're like me and you've had this game for a while and you've got pretty much all the DLCs, you're going to have a lot of free stuff. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and get all this free stuff. That way I know I've got it, and it is what it is, right? Should I decide to use any of it later on down the line, we can. So this reserve is mostly a bird hunting reserve, which kind of sucks for us because even the shotgun that they start us off with is not really suitable for bird hunting as it doesn't have bird shot unlocked for us. So we're going to switch those out as well. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to set up for the next few maps is what I'm going to do. So this is the one that we own right now, and it's not that great for us. The Grillic could work. But I will most likely arm the Miller. Or that's what I'll most likely get, is the Miller. Just in case we do come across some birds that we're like, you know what, they're there, let's take a shot. Actually, I lied, we won't, because we've got no money. We've got no money to buy the ammunition. So that's the thing that you need. You need ammunition, and we don't have the money to buy it. Which is why we need credits. Which is why we're going to go ahead and knock out some of these stupid little things that we have. Right, are there any sites that are free that we don't have? Apparently there are. It's been a while, guys, since I've played this game. It's one of those games that I thought I'd never come back to. But I decided, you know what, I've dropped a lot of money into this game, I might as well play it. Right, so storage. So I can tell you right now, we're not going to use this shotgun because the rounds that it has loaded for those shotguns are buckshot. I'm not shooting buckshot. I'm just not going to do it. I also don't need these jacketed hollow points because I am not going to be shooting pistol. At least not anytime soon. So really, the Ranger is all I need. Which reminds me, what is our... We've got 50 of them. That should work. I'm not worried about callers. We're probably not going to do a whole lot of bird hunting if I'm going to be completely honest. At least not at first. Right, so we got that done. Let's come to our inventory. We've got this. We've got the ammo. The sights are already on it from what I can see. And I'll keep the binoculars in number 4. What, am I supposed to eat all these?
I know. I can't stop stuffing my face either. They're so delicious. I love them. Human creativity is powerful, don't you think? How can something so tasty be made from a little bit of butter, sugar, and flour? We have a lot of good things to eat in Finland, or as we say, Suomi. I hope you get a chance to try some of our regional foods. You know, I'm always happy to get visitors, and I know you're eager to help around the reserve, but no worries here. It won't be needed. You can just relax and enjoy your vacation. Have you made any plans on what you want to do here? Besides hunting, of course. Let me tell you, in case you haven't made any plans, I have a little idea for you. We are going to see, touch, and taste everything that Revontuli coast has to offer. But every journey starts with a step. The blue trailhead over there, that is where our trek begins. Now head to the start of the trail. I hereby proclaim the guided tour begins. So our little plan is this. We are going to walk along the Blue Trail. A nice and brisk walk that will take us through the central part of the reserve. I will be your personal guide, and during the walk I will tell you about worthwhile sights and activities we have here. The path is marked by signs, and there is a trail you can follow. But I will also mark the path on your hunter mate if you get lost. Don't worry, be happy, my friend. You know, I recorded a little tune for this occasion. I put in a mouth harp and drum. I haven't introduced myself yet. My name is Oiva Reijo Ikävalko, and I'm the warden here at Revontuli Coast. I've been the warden for about 20 years, which is pretty long considering I'm only about 40 years old. Even earlier than that, I was the assistant warden. It's because I like it very much here. It's my hobby and my therapy. I can think better when I'm walking in nature. You know, people watch TV show marathons. I walk marathons in the woods and along the coast. It's the same thing for me. But I also watch TV marathons. I live with my avopuoliso. I'm not sure what the English word is for that. Partner, maybe. Her name is Pirjo, and we have 3 kids together. Lukas, Matti, and Helena. You know, in time of test, family is best. We also have a little dog, a Rottweiler. What more would be interesting for you to know about me? Oh yes, I love music and instruments, of course. Strangely, I don't really listen to music that much, but I collect instruments and play them. But I think my music is pretty good. Well, yes, pretty good is probably right. Isn't it interesting that almost every situation, mood or feeling can be framed by a song or melody? I'm very jealous of great musicians. They have such honest expression at their fingertips. If math is the language of the universe, then music has to be the language of people and emotion. And sometimes I talk a lot. The tune I wrote, let me play it for you. What do you think?
So here we have a rabbit that's just chilling like an idiot. Apparently not at all worried about us. There he goes. And we have another need zone, it looks like. No, just droppings. Alright. So unfortunately, we are going into nighttime, so I have to have the light on in order to see tracks. One of the other things that is quirky about this particular map is that the last time I played it, we could not actually complete the story mission because it would get hung up. And it would get hung up, oh, where was it? I want to say it was around here. I could be wrong. Maybe it was over here. I don't know. I'll recognize it when I get there. Actually, I recognize it here. It was either up here or over here. But yeah, we'll get to that part and hopefully it'll recognize that we've reached the location and it'll advance for us. But anyways, continuing on. Right, so I guess I should explain a few things for people who have never played this game or have never seen it. To do all your stuff with your gear and to get your hunting dog, you have to go to an outpost marked on your map with this symbol here. These are need zones. These, as you can see, undiscovered. You have to go near them to discover them. This marker here, the lookout point, you want to get those because it shows it uncovers more of the fog of war, if you will, of the map. So you know you can find all the points of interest that you want to get to. And we're going to demonstrate that here very shortly.
Here we have our first practical stop of the tour. You should scout the area with the lookout tower. You might find something you want to check out later. During the trek, if you see anything that interests you, animal tracks or something else, feel free to pursue that and come back to the trail when you want. It's your vacation. You're the boss. Ah yes, here we have Revontuli coast. Beautiful trees, lakes and ideas in every direction. It is a small country with a very big heart. I'm looking forward to sharing it with you.
Right, so we got that message saying more points of interest have been revealed on the map. So now we see this marker and this one and also all that stuff, right? We're not going to get all of those through this series, at least not recorded. I'm going to be getting those off camera. That way I don't have to, that way you're not bored with essentially just watching me walk around. But they are very important to get. Like I said, they give you experience points. And completing missions gives you money. So you want to get those.
Now that we are further from the camping grounds, the lakes to the south are great to hunt waterfowl. Lucas, my oldest son, likes waterfowl hunting very much. So we wake up early when the weather is still calm and go out. We have a few favorite lakes we visit. Knowing the birds is very important to have a good catch. They all group and fly differently, so I recommend you take your time to identify them before the shooting starts. I don't hunt as much as I used to, but I'm very close friends with the local hunters. I used to hunt a lot when I was younger, but with time I've come to enjoy the reserve management side of things, making sure the needs of all the animals and plants are met. When a hunter tells me they've harvested a high-scoring animal, I know it's thanks to Mama Nature, and a little thanks to Papa Oiva. But you know, mostly I don't need to do much. I'm just very thankful. I love this place.
And that right there, folks, is why you do not shoot a moose with a weapon that is not classified for moose. What was really strange is that behavior. I've never seen that from moose in this game. They got aggressive. Usually they run away before you start shooting. But they were almost like stalking me as I came upon their territory there. That's really weird. Like I said, I've never seen that before. And yes, we did get shots off on them, but they were only flesh wounds, so they're not going to go down. And even if they did, we're not going to get a high score because that one bull moose was very young. And then, of course, the female you're just not going to get a good score from the females. So where are we at? We're coming up over here. Right.
Are you starting to get itchy? The Nordic region has more mosquitoes than you might be used to. That's why the Vikings tried to leave all the time. The many bodies of water are a breeding ground for mosquitoes. You know, most people love to hear birds sing. I wonder if there's anybody out there who loves the buzz of mosquitoes. Like a mosquito buzz musician person. Maybe I should record some mosquito sounds. Release something on the internet. Yeah, it's hard to like them, but they have their role in the ecosystem, even if it's not very obvious to us humans.
So yeah, these moose are going to be a problem, it looks like. I just had one walk right into me, looking right at me, just walk right into me. And of course, did damage to me. I shot it in the head, and it survived that no problem. Ran into me again, so I'm very low on health, which is not good. Because the only place we have to go right now is right here. That's where the game will teleport us if we should lose all our health. I could come down and get this one right quick, and I believe... Well, no, we're going to come up over this way. We're going to end up taking this trail down and walking up this way for a bit. But, yeah, I can't take any more damage, I will say that. One more hit and I'll be knocked unconscious. And that is not good.
Every year we have our own spin on the Big 5 challenge, but we call ours Sekalaiset 19. Sounds exciting, right? Well, that's because you don't speak Finnish. It translates to Miscellaneous 19. A nice name for a hunting challenge, you know? Feel free to join in at your own tempo. The competition is basically to snag a gold or better of every animal in the reserve. And if you get tired of shooting and would rather just walk around and appreciate nature through the lens of an observer, we also have a local photo competition. Feel free to take part.
You know, I totally forgot about that. So there are these little side missions in the game. He just explained what they are. And I think if we open this up, yeah. We can get those. So we gotta photograph a bean goose, a moose, a brown bear, white-tailed deer, lynx, raccoon dog, mountain hare, willow ptarmigan, tuft duck, and a mallard. What I should do, actually, is I should put that one up on the list. That way I know where I'm going. Right. Continuing on. Right, so we just got a picture.
The highest point in the reserve. I'm up there at least once a month. It's the perfect getaway when I want to have a man date with myself. I'll pack my favorite cheeses, some savory pastries, and maybe a beverage, and head out there to survey the lands under my care. A spiritual power trip, really.
Right, so we just took a picture of a rock ptarmigan for that side quest. Yeah, it was there, so took a picture of it. We'll see more about that as we go through this series, but yeah, we'll continue on. Right, so I just took a shot at a female white-tailed deer. We're not going to get anything good from it, but we will get experience points, we will get weapon experience, and we should also get a little bit of credits as well. Now, I did hit that whitetail in the lung. There we go. Nice big splotch of blood there. That tells you you've got a vital organ. So now you just got to follow the tracks and find it. This is where the dog comes in handy. And I totally forgot to get the dog, so yeah, this is going to be fun. There we go. Got some blue marks there. And I'm going to track this thing down. That actually did not take very long at all. So because as a female, we don't get a trophy rating. However, we do get 507 credits, 82 experience as well. And as you can see there, it went through the right lung. We don't need to show that again. Excellent.
Do you want to know my top 3 cured meats of all time? Graavilohi, which is cured salmon, and kuivaliha, or any jerky, and jamon iberico. You know, iberico is really nice, but I don't eat it very often, so maybe it's not good to have it on my top list. I'll change iberico to bacon. Bacon always works. These lakes and streams have salmon, pike, perch, rainbow trout, and how do you say this fish? Kuha. It's like the mix of the pike and perch. Yes, zander. Finland is really top of the notch for fishing. I've caught a few pikes in the lake you're walking past right now. They were like 14 kilos or 30 pounds. It could have been the same one, since I always release the pike we catch. I don't know about you, but I think they are not very good to eat. My kids prefer salmon, so we usually fish for that when looking for Tuesday dinner. For the fish and chips person, there is also cod, out in the archipelago. Or other whitefish like halibut and flounder. You should come by the house. I'll cook fish and chips. I think you will like my batter. I use a secret ingredient in it. Because you know, you have to respect the batter for good fish and chips.
Right, so that bit that he was talking about pike, he's absolutely right. Pike is horrible eating. Here in Colorado, we do have pike. And yeah, you don't want to eat those. They're actually an invasive species, so you're supposed to kill them instead of catch and release. Just get rid of them so they don't spawn anymore. That's what you're supposed to do, at least here in Colorado, and I believe in pretty much all of the United States, you're supposed to kill pike if you catch one. But yeah, I just like that little point where he said it's not very good eating, because they're not. They're horrible. They just don't taste good. But anyways, continuing on our little walkabout tour. Okay, well that was nice. I thought we had to be closer in order for those photograph missions to register. But apparently that is not the case, which is awesome. Where are those damn geese, man? They are annoying. There's a brown bear. And we got the photograph brown bear done too. Awesome.
Here we are, and just in time for a break. We are building a new sauna out here. Not a lot of things beat having a nice sauna bath close to a lake. Have you ever had the opportunity to try a sauna? If not, there is no better place than here. I can't begin to tell you how much I love a sauna. Not just because it's relaxing, but I have so many memories from my childhood. I remember my brothers and I having snowball fights during our sauna breaks. The last time we had a snowball fight, I remember I slid on an icy patch and fractured my tailbone. I think I was 8 years old. There are just so many good things about the sauna. The nakedness, the connection to nature, and how it allows you to center yourself, and how sacred that is. I don't know who said it, but it truly is a church of nature. I actually proposed to my partner after a sauna. She said no, but somehow we ended up together anyway. Guess the nakedness helped. If you feel like trying it out, go ahead. I've marked the location on your hunter mate. Oh, it seems the construction guys aren't finished with installing the heater. The rocks there need to be placed on the heater. Do you mind doing it? These rocks are what is usually used in saunas. It's called diabase or dolerite. It's suitable because it's odorless, it's cut to the correct size, and doesn't crack because of heat. A form of diabase was used to build Stonehenge. Isn't that neat? How different cultures find use for the same material. We use it to get hot, they use it as a monolithic calendar. There is also a bird's whisk on the wall there if you want. It smells wonderful. Go ahead, place the rocks on the heater and the sauna will be ready.
And this is actually a perfect time to show how...
How did you like it? Maybe I will join next time. I will bring sausage and something to drink.
It's good to show how the advanced time function works. So we can advance time to 6 a.m. It's going to cost us 250 credits to do it though. Beautiful. And now it's daylight, and it's also a good time to stop this video for now. Before we do that, let's take a quick look at where we are and what we've done so far. So we've completed these missions here. You can see we're at level 3 now, and we've made 5,257 credits, or that's what we have right now. And we've got a skill and a perk point. So let's go ahead and take care of those now. So for skill points, you're going to find useful stuff in both the ambusher and the stalker trees. However, you cannot get all of them. So you have to kind of plan out the path that you want to go for each one. For me personally, I want to get a lot of credits as soon as possible. So I'm going to first start off going to this one here. But to get that, I need to invest in this one. So the next time I get a skill point, I can come down here, get this skill, which gives me more money by 5%, which is awesome. Right, so perks. You've got 4 trees you can go down: archery, shotguns, handguns, and rifles. Personally, I start with rifles, and I do this one, this one, this one, and this one. And I max these guys out. So for here, you can see increased ready speed after firing for all weapons. Very handy to have. Steady hands decreases wobble when in aim mode for any weapon. Very good to have. And this one is breath control, also very good to have. Zeroing is an interesting one. You have to activate it, and you have to be very, very careful with it because it's easy to forget what you're zeroed at. So you can zero for 50 meters, 150 meters, and I think 300 meters. I believe that's what you can set your zeros for. But like I said, you have to be very careful with it because it's easy to forget where your 0 is at. But anyways, we'll go ahead and buy that to start off with, because I'm going to be focused mostly on rifles anyways. Right. What else is there to look at? Nothing really. We can look at the at where we're at here. So we need to harvest gold of every animal, which we're not going to get. The highest point we can actually probably do this in this series. And then the observer. As you can see, we've taken care of, what is that, 5 of these species so far, which is pretty good actually. Not bad at all. I'm quite happy with that. But anyways, guys, we're going to leave it there. So if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If I've earned it, hit the subscribe button. And as always, be safe, be cool, and have fun. We'll catch you in the next one.